So, like, I thought this game came out a week ago. And yeah, checking Twitter, clearly I was very wrong about that. But yeah, let's just get right into it, I guess. So to start out, growing up, I was like a really big like Harry Potter fan. I have read every book like twice. I've seen every movie. You know, it's my generation's like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. I've gone as like a Harry Potter character for like 2 separate Halloweens. Heck, I even have 2 Harry Potter games for the GameCube. It was like the 3rd and 4th movie. Yeah, good times. I remember playing those games and like I didn't have a memory card for my GameCube, so I'd just leave it on overnight or I'd have to like speed run the game. I have my scarf and I have my prefix badge that I got from Wizarding World, and in fact, I used to actually work at Islands of Adventure around the time when they were building Diagon Alley, and I went to the team member preview for that, and I got to see, like, the first time they got the dragon to actually work and spit the fire off the Gringotts building. It was pretty cool. It's something I won't ever forget, but I have to say those memories are a tad bit tainted now. I guess you can see where I'm going with this. I, have too much respect for like my friends and myself to play the Harry Potter game. That being said, don't go around and harass people who do want to play the games. I get that J.K. Rowling is a detriment to the general existence of like trans people, and her content is very, racist and anti-Semitic, but the modern day internet gives you lots of tools to just completely remove any of that from your sight and mind. What I'm trying to say here is if somebody is playing the Harry Potter game and you do not like that, you can unfollow and block them. There is never any circumstance where you should be sending people death threats. Especially people from non-English speaking countries who don't process these kinds of moments of political outrage the same as we do. Not to mention, it's kind of ridiculous to expect every person to keep up with every sort of controversy that's going around on the internet. Heck, I don't even watch the news most of the time. I get my news on Twitter when somebody says something and I'm like, what the hell? And then I go and I look it up for myself. Back onto the original topic. Silence and disinterest sends a better message than outrage. Because when people see that outrage, they double down on it. I have seen several people who don't even like Harry Potter, who are not even interested in these games, say they're going to go out and buy these games now just because, they want to offend you and see you get angrier. But when you respond with disinterest, they will also lose interest since they have nothing to combat with, since this is like their main form of entertainment. These people love competing with some imaginary enemy that they've made up. Despite the fact that we're all supposed to be working together because we're from the same country and we all just want it to be a happier, better place for everybody. And just to put it out there, I'm not even mad that like J.K. Rowling has like these crappy opinions because, at the end of the day, she can have these opinions and I can have my opinions and she can like fuck off to her corner of the internet and I can fuck off to mine. My real problem with J.K. Rowling is that she has the power and influence to affect government standing. This is also the same problem I have with Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's. They take the money that they earned from their fans and then they turn around and invest it into something that the people who were supporting their games or media would not generally approve of. I know there's not really a way to like defund J.K. Rowling or any of these content creators who create popular media. And at the end of the day, that's money they earned and that they're allowed to use in any way that they want to. But I really wish that there was just some kind of like separation between the like celebrity to politics pipeline. Because regardless of your opinions on Donald Trump, he really was not the best candidate. He really did not know what he was doing. And, just to turn it around back to the main topic of what I'm trying to talk about, if somebody bought me this game, I'd probably play it. Not like on stream where people can see, but, I'd mess around with it for a bit. Because I'd just like to remind people, like, you can, like, sit around and not play this game all you want, but you're gonna have to hold that same energy for everything that J.K. Rowling, gets compensated for. That means every single time you go to Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure, you are paying a small portion to J.K. Rowling directly. And it doesn't matter if you do not go to the Wizarding World section of the park, or buy any of her stuff, or eat any of the food, she still gets paid when you buy admission to those parks. And I know we're right on the verge of Super Nintendo World opening, along with Epic Universe. And let me just tell you, when 2025 hits, you're not gonna stop me from going to that park. I have been looking forward to Epic Universe opening for ages now. And sure, I'm not gonna go towards any of the Wizarding World sections of the park, which is really unfortunate because I found out they have these really tasty looking, like, baked potatoes with cheese outside of, like, the Diagon Alley section, and I will never get to taste that cheesy potato goodness. But, she's still gonna get money even if I just stand there and flip off the Ministry of Magic building, I guess just to sum it all up, I'm mainly just disappointed because I feel like we've all been talking about this for a while, but a lot of people are just kind of responding and being like, look, I know it's bad and not a good game, and, like, it, like, hurts people and makes, like, rich bad people even worse and more rich, but, like, I just really want to play the wizard game. Oh my gosh, please forgive me. It doesn't make me a bad person. It may not make you a bad person, but it doesn't make you a good person either. But like I said, that's the most you'll get out of me. Everybody who says this and does this kind of stuff, you just get the unfollow and block from me. Because I do not have the energy to invest in screaming at, walls. Like, they just don't want to listen no matter what you say or what points you bring up. So, it's talking to a wall. Both sides are like talking to a wall because you can't convince either of them that they're wrong. Anyways, I'm sorry this drawing is really ugly. I did it very quickly, and her eye is very high up on her face, but I did not have the abilities to correct that. Or, well, I did, it would take way too much time, and I just wanted something quick to doodle that would play in the background while I talk about this. I promise I'm better at drawing than this. Please forgive me. You just have to look at any of my other videos to tell that I'm at least slightly better than this. Sometimes. Anyways, the footage I have is about 15 minutes long, and I definitely talked about everything I already wanted to talk about, so I don't know. How's it going? Or, at least that's what I would be saying if I didn't have at least 15 more charms I have to draw before the 16th of this month, because it needs to arrive on the 16th of March for my first convention, which I was a super dumbass for and accidentally double booked myself. Woohoo! But yeah, so what is it? I think the weekend's the 16th, 17th, 18th, maybe? For all weekend, you'll be able to get my stuff at Collective Con in Jacksonville, and if you cannot get it from there, I will also be in Lakeland for one day for Florida PolyCon. So yeah. It is now time to try and attempt to trim this footage down so I have, less I need to talk about and fill dead space with. Alright then, thank you for watching. Bye-bye!